Last of Us!
Now we're even more Last of Us than we ever were, surrounded by cannibals on every side, in the snow, with only a
Surrounded by
rabbit to our name.
cannibals, child rapists, and snow, which is the worst out of all of them.
It really is. Snow looks pretty, but it will fucking kill you. Cannibals, child rapists, not the prettiest bunch.
He's alive!
He wishes he wasn't, though.
I think it would have been funnier if Joel had snored instead of responded, like, sighing. It would have been great.
Just hear him complain. Instead, just idly stitching shit.
What a shitty Stitchy's job.
Why are you, a fucking child?
Here we go.
It seems like Ellie is a lot more competent than our other child zombie survivor.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like, I'm glad Henry and Sam weren't here, because they would have somehow messed this one up.
You're gonna make it.
You know, actually, considering how incompetent they were compared, I wish Henry and Sam was still, like, survived the whole game. As just kind of, like, bumbling chuckle fucks alongside these two. Like, you see Ellie go out hunting, you just come back here, Henry and Sam are just sitting down, just wondering why they're so hungry.
I'm just really hungry, Henry. Do you know why? Why does this happen?
Is it because you didn't let me have the robot? Ellie just looks at her bag with the robot in it, just like, ah.
Fuck.
Also, just, Joel could have disproved so hard that, you know, it was a waste of space. He's got like 1,000,000 notes in his backpack. And he organises them so well, they never get more crumpled.
I mean, what can you really do? That's the only piece of entertainment, is these sad, depressing notes from people of the past.
That's entertainment, though. It's like, you look at them and you go, oh man, they didn't know how shitty things would get. They'd be impressed.
Come on, do the Metal Gear thing. Aww.
She didn't quite know that technique yet. She never got to play MGS5. That's the real tragedy of The Last of Us. In this reality, MGS5 would have never been finished. People would have never known about Skullface and his important part in the saga.
In any reality, Metal Gear Solid 5 was never finished.
Good fucking point. Oh, sorry, we shouldn't actually call it 5. It is V. It is V. It's not 5. Gotta remember that. It's an important point.
What do they want from us?
Flop, 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 flop. Ooh, flop, 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 flop.
See that good technique there? They didn't expect me to turn right, but I did it. How many fucking cannibals are there? Like, that deer was not gonna do it. It was a bad hunt overall, no matter what you've done at this point.
Yeah, there's way too many cannibals. You know, like, I can believe that, like, 4 people are gonna be cannibals. Aw, our horse died.
But, you know, when you got this many people, you really have to be persuasive. And I don't think David could pull that off. Just, like, get everyone out of town. Okay, boys. We're gonna eat humans.
Horsey McHorse died. What a poor creature.
I'll stay by its body so they can't eat him.
What do you mean you don't see her, though? You haven't even looked over the hill, you dumbass.
That's why he hasn't seen her. I'm pretty sure that guy spotted me, though.
Snake, that was really fucking shitty.
What?
You just walked around and you get shot in the ass immediately.
No, he missed and I ran back. I
Oh,
dodged.
you got hit. You see that damage right there. You got hit.
No, it was from falling down the hill.
Yeah, sure.
I can deny this as much as I like. Ellie's
all about that bow action, though. Getting with the fucking Hunger Games crowd.
Man, it was the year of the bow. Bows
It
were
was the
fucking
year of the
everywhere.
bow.
Everyone was thinking, man, bows are so cool. Why did we ever invent guns when we had
Bows
these?
are the hypest shit, and then as Hunger Games lost public interest, people stopped caring about bows.
Man, when are crossbows gonna get their turn to be... Oh wait, no, never fucking mind.
Crossbows are fucking stupid, though.
No, crossbows are fucking hype.
No, crossbows are stupid.
Alright, what about spears? When are spears gonna get their time in the sun?
Yeah, when are spears getting their time in the sun? Actually, I feel in the recent Star Wars movie, the main character has a spear.
Isn't it more like a staff, or is it actually a spear?
What's staff?
I mean, staffs have always been kind of there, you know, but spears... It's like, because, you know, spears were the weapon of the peasantry, the time when they were mainstream. It's like, is it mainstream? Those fucking hipsters using swords. Or as we call them, nobles. No, but spears, man. You can stab people and be like 5 feet away.
We've seen like replays of how people actually fought with swords, and it's just the dumbest looking shit ever.
Oh, you're talking about HEMA and stuff like that.
I guess.
I actually want to go to a HEMA thing, get suited up, and try and just get smack people around with a sword for a bit. I know I'd get my shit pushed in, but you know, it'd be an entertaining afternoon. I'd want to try it once.
What if they design the game's combat around how those guys fight? So basically, your fight would last like 2 seconds at most. And you'll just get stabbed like a little tiny bit and you're fucked immediately.
It's like you just get hit a little bit and like you get an immediate game over because you've died of infection 2 weeks later. Being a poor old shit farmer knight in the fucking medieval times, you're not getting out of that one, okay? You know, it was a sword technique for like broadswords and two-handers to grab them by the blade and smack with the back of the sword.
Makes sense.
Because you just got to pummel shit really hard.
Like, I feel like swords were invented by shitheels. You know, people who would just, go around attacking people who didn't have weapons. Because, like, if I see another person coming at me with another sword and I'm holding a sword, I don't want to go anywhere near that shit. What will happen, most likely, is that my own sword will end up stuck in my face. Fuck swords, they're stupid.
You know what one of my favourite little historical facts is? There's in Germany around, time period when swords were in main use, civilians weren't allowed to have swords.
Yeah!
Yeah, but here's where the fun part comes in. So they made a knife that was as long as a sword, but was technically a knife, and it's called a Messer. And that's why German mercenaries would have fucking Messers.
It's so fucking stupid. Like, how did they get away with that?
I don't know how you, argue that case in court. No. It's got all the qualities of a sword when you stab someone with it, but technically the handle, it's a knife, you see? I use it to cut me bread from several meters away. And the bread's just out of reach. I actually have a broadsword, though.
Do you feel cool?
No, not really. I bought it because I was on holiday. I think I've told this story before, but it's not really that impressive. It's just, I was at a fucking car boot sale, middle of a fucking field. Everyone's there selling old DVD players and shit. This guy's selling broadswords out the back of his van. So I go and talk to the guy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying this broadsword just so I can say I bought the broadsword out of the back of some guy's van.
At least you didn't buy a katana.
I've got a saber as well, like a fucking pirate sword thing. And that was an even weirder story, because this was several weeks earlier. And I asked the guy, how are you selling swords? Isn't that a fucking illegal in this country? You're not allowed to have them? And his only answer, I think he didn't quite interpret my question, was, it's Pirate Week next week. I didn't question him any further, because I was satisfied with that answer in a completely different way.
So is it illegal to sell swords in England?
I believe it is now. So, I should really turn them in. Because I'm not fucking using them for anything. I don't have any enemies to stab. Wouldn't really want to anyway.
The royalty is just afraid because they can't come at you with swords since you also have your own sword.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like the American right to bear arms. I have the sword, so if the royal family stages an uprising, I can defend myself.
Like, I like to imagine it cancels itself out. You just, like, another soldier is coming out with a different soldier, and it's like, okay, what weapons do you have? Well, I have this long sword. Well, shit, I also have a long sword, so I guess we'll be on our way.
I don't want to rock, paper, scissors this shit.
If you're going to sword combat with someone, make sure you kill them before they take out their sword.
That's the wise thing to do. Really, that's a good strategy in any kind of fight. Kill them before they can even fight. Just kill everyone prematurely. What weapon should be cool next, do you think?
This is why I felt that, like, big numbers mattered back in the old days.
Yeah.
You got this, Ellie.
Big numbers mattered more because you just needed more. You needed it so that more people could afford to be stabbed. So hopefully they run out of people to stab before you do and have to run away.
Meanwhile, with guns, the war just lasts forever. It's fun.
You just keep firing. You don't even have to see him. Just like, might be a guy over that hill. Fire some fucking bullets in that direction. Maybe they'll die. You can't do that with swords. I mean, you could do it with bows and arrows, but, you know, fletching arrows took time and logistics back then was shit. I watched a lot of a fucking channel about, like, medieval warfare. When I was bored one day, I just binge-watched Lindy Binge or something.
Imagine if, like, people with swords fought, like, people with guns fought in World War One and World War Two. Just be in trenches, just waving swords around.
Oh god, it would be even better if it was, like, the time of the javelins. People just, like, pop over the trenches occasionally just to throw a javelin at the other fucking side.
There is a serious lack of sword throwing in World War II and 1.
Oh god, imagine just... If you're going to throw a sword, don't throw it overarm like a javelin, spin it. Get some spin on that sword.
Get out of here.
And attach some ropes to them.
Because you don't want to lose it.
It's a fucking sword.
Then, no, that's like... A rope is like a tactical attachment for a sword, because you don't even have to throw it. You could just whirl it around like a fucking cowboy and kill in every direction. Wars would be fought of your soldiers slowly advancing, keeping a careful distance from each other, swinging their swords. They were the chainsaws of the ancient world.
My favorite part, trivia about World War One is how countries tried to make their own Geneva Conventions just so people wouldn't make really powerful weapons. So basically, whenever a war started, they would have wanted still to use those fucking outdated weapons.
You know what the funny part about English history is, talking about not using weapons? The English rejected the crossbow for so long because it was considered, like, because they said it wasn't an honourable killing weapon. Fucking, we're stupid.
I feel like the crossbow was stupid because it takes such a long ass time to load it. Like, at least back in the day.
That's only really heavy crossbows, though. Like, light crossbows could be done with a human arm and weren't that slow. Still slower than a regular bow. Well, actually, no, even then, because...
So you shoot out a crossbow to a person who's like almost right next to you. You miss, and then they stab you in the face.
Yeah, but if you're using a crossbow, you really don't want to be at that distance anyway. You want to be up on a castle wall just going like, okay, fuck you guys, I've got a wall.
Those fuckers with their crossbows on the castle wall.
Just stay up there. I'm not sure how... Basically, medieval warfare influenced a lot of The Last of Us. That guy didn't have a castle wall and I had a crossbow. The modern equivalent. The shotgun. It's like, I remember, I played Empire Total War, which is a bit fucking ahead, but you could load, like, shot into the cannons, which basically turn them into giant shotguns. I had a fucking... Basically, in Empire, you want your captains to survive, because they give you all the morale bonuses and shit. My fucking captain ran out in front of the cannon as it fired. without me ordering him and just got fucking decimated by his own fucking cannon. The rest of the battle didn't go so good. Also, if you're gonna play Total War, don't play Empire, play fucking Medieval. It's way better in every way. Even like, unless you really want line battles. In which case, you're not being catered to too much.
How is Total War Rome doing?
Rome 2, well, it is still really disappointing. Like, no matter, basically that game can't be fixed at a fundamental level. I'm pretty sure people who come to the Last of Us commentaries really care about it, but basically, Rome 2 is built on the engine that made Medieval, which was an engine built from the ground up to do 17th, 18th, 1800s line battles. So the shooting's okay, like long-range combat, but the melee has no crunch to it whatsoever. And I realize people don't play them for like the combat feeling or looking good, but it's just kind of tactically unsatisfying. The way it used to work is every individual unit would have hit points, and when like 2 units got into a fight, they would hit and it would roll a dice and say, okay, you land a hit, you do damage, or you land, you miss, or you dodge, or you block. And that would be every unit on the battlefield, but now 2 units collide, and then it decides who does a kill animation first. And that just makes it so much shittier.
Look at this pub.
It's a nice pub. It's more like a lodge, really.
What's the difference?
Not much. A pub is just a lodge that's in an urban environment, and with less shit attached. I wonder if Ellie misses coffee the same way Joel does. You know, I don't think coffee would go away as much as Joel thinks. There'd be some freeze-dried shit left over.
Where would they get it? Well, yeah, it would be left over, but where would it go?
It would go away
it's
eventually.
20 years. I'm pretty sure the coffee has been fucked.
There's gotta be some... Like, okay, so there's always, like, you know, a cannibal community. But why is there no community that hoards the coffee?
You want the coffee, you gotta give your hand to us.
You see, that would be a situation. You don't see that much in fucking stuff like this. Just, I have to give up my left hand? No, right hand. And you get a cup of joe, Joel.
I think Joel would do it.
He would. He doesn't need, like, both hands anyway. That's what handguns are for.
So, in your headcanon, after Joel killed all the fireflies and went to live with Tommy in that stupid damn place, how long did they survive?
It's not really the fact how long they survive. It's like a week before they kicked Joel out.
I feel like they wouldn't kick Joel out. I feel like Joel at that point would just, would mellow out pretty much.
Or he'd either mellow out or become so uncontrollably PTSD ridden that any attempt to kick him out would be really bad for everyone involved.
Holy shit!
His fucking reaction to you. Holy shit! Ah!
I mean, what do you do when a child throws a glass bottle at you and produces a knife?
He did
in one fluid motion.
He did that all before you did any of that.
Where the fuck did you come from, you sneaky git?
Keeping you alive here.
Now, I have a feeling that they'd go up and say, Joel, we gotta talk, okay? You keep throwing bricks into the power generator and it's not... And Joel just kind of like turns and looks at them and says, do you want to be the last of us?
That scene before, Ellie looked really bad. Her eyes were weirdly shiny and reflective.
People do go reflective in this game at times for very weird... for no basic reason.
Aw, gee whiz! What have we got her into this time, gang?
Gee Jiminy Willikers, how will Ellie get out of this scrape?
Holy fucking jinkies, Snake.
Jinkies all around. A situation? More like a shit-tuation.
Super.
Here. You should eat.
I mean, he's not wrong, you should eat. That's good advice regardless of who it comes from.
What is it?
It's deer.
Sure, buddy.
With some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
David, you fool.
You're fucking...
You gave me the drugs for that deer, and now I'm eating the deer anyway.
Awfully quick to
I drive a hard bargain, me.
Considering you and your friend killed how many men?
They didn't give us a choice.
And you think we have a choice?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I hate when games do this. It's some fucking specs up to line bullshit going on here.
You see, Ellie, we're not so different, you and I.
I just kill people to eat
So you know
them.
what?
You kill people because they come at you for some reason, because they want to eat you.
I'd rather not. Please tell me.
Ellie, have you told me that you've never eaten a human before?
You're so full of shit.
I'm gonna shit on your dead body.
Has there ever been
James.
anything that's done we're not so different, you and I, in a good way?
Quite honest
No.
with you.
No?
Never.
Never?
It's never
I think it's your
been
turn.
done. Even if it's
There's
true,
no way I'm gonna be
it's
able to
never
answer
good.
yours.
It's always bullshit.
Even some of
It becomes bullshit the moment you say it out loud.
You have heart.
No, the only way it would be good is if both characters at the same time said, we're not so different, you and I.
That would be good.
That's the only way it could work.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be serious at that point.
No, it would be. The stakes would be raised so much higher at that point because both characters realize, oh shit, we're really not.
What a badass motherfucker, Ellie.
Little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I
Making it
supposed to
very
tell you this
difficult to keep you alive because I want to fucking rape you.
Ellie,
And eat you. I haven't decided the order yet.
tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger.
Ah, yeah, fucker. Go eat shit and die!
Tiny pieces. See you in the morning.
Why'd they even put so much effort into hunting Ellie? I mean, yeah, you know, he's decided that they're bad guys for killing when they were assaulted. But on the other hand, there really wouldn't be much meat. She's fucking tiny.
Joel's killing senses are tingling.
I sense murder in my near future. I must awake. I must rise to the occasion. So let's just have Joel grab his fucking backpack over there.
That somehow manifests everything he's had this whole time.
Where is it? There it is! There were some spare bullets, and Ellie didn't take any of my guns.
How nice of her.
How nice.
Really stupid.
Yeah. Didn't take any of my arrows either.
What's pissing me off right now is that that fucking axe has a goddamn life bar, and it's just so fucking stupid. It's an axe. It should last longer than 6 hits.
This takes place in an
Used to
alternate
hit
universe where everything is really flimsy. Nothing quite holds together as well as it should do.
So he let that on fire and just put it in his pocket.
Put it in his pocket.
Put it in the bucket.
You gotta keep it for later. Besides, it's an oxygen-free environment in there, so the fire immediately died out. I kind of broke my own immersion there by going into listen mode while just walking right outside.